So were you ever judged for dressing the way you did or listening to the music you did?
No. I mean, everyone, there was groups of people. There was we tended to dress not outrageously, but it was very much the denim. No, and when I went to art school, I dressed very differently from a lot of people. So I did get looks because my hair was short. I used to wear fluorescent colours, fingerless gloves. I was really into it for about 2 years. I really dressed differently. I remember going for a job interview at Heels for a Saturday job, and I went wearing my black long skirt and a man's oversized shirt, and my hair was sticking up and my makeup. And I think the lady looked at me and went, "I'm not really sure you're quite the person we're looking for." Because I wasn't properly dressed. So I would have thought, so that really is when I was judged. That's the only time I felt judged was when I went for this job and I could see the lady look me up and down. And I was just as intelligent as everyone else, but because of the way I dressed and wasn't keeping with their company policy. So I struggled to get a job. In the end, I actually ended up working in Pip Printing in Muswell Hill, who were very into the way I looked. So in the end, it was cool. So yeah, that's the only time I've been judged. Otherwise, I kind of toned it down a bit after that. I kind of grew my hair out, and I wasn't quite so crazy with the clothes. But that's just in those days. You didn't have internet, you didn't have mobiles, you literally had to go with the kind of look in a magazine, or if you went to the shops, you just copied people, and you just tended to copy the people that you saw. So we kind of copied the pop stars, because that's who we had loads of pictures of. We couldn't go on the internet and see what people were wearing in America or whatever. There wasn't really, you were kind of left to you just had to do whatever all the pop stars and film stars were doing that you bought in the magazines or you saw on the street. You didn't really, there wasn't anyone else to copy or follow through the internet.
Do you think it's sad that nowadays there aren't any sort of definite or defined subcultures like that, or like groups of people?
Yeah. I think because it's all become sanitized, it's everyone, you can do anything because you've got the internet. If you want to dress a certain way, I think everyone just wants to look like a reality star. I think there isn't that kind of wide-ranging sort of subcultures like there used to be in the 80s. In the 80s you had the kind of soul people, and you had the very arty people, and you had the punks, I suppose, post-punks. Now, there isn't really, I don't know why that is. I don't know why we don't have groups of people, but I think it's because there's the internet and there's the TV reality stars, and you can get your long hair and your extensions, and there's just more things to make yourself look like someone on telly. We didn't have all those things. We just had to make these things up. We had to form our own little groups, and you did that to give yourself an identity by dressing a certain way. And now I think people identify themselves through writing text messages or emails or taking photos of themselves. I don't know, you can be in a group but never leave your house because it's all done on the internet or on your phone. And we didn't have that, so we formed our own little groups by wearing clothes, just having an identity. But that was just then, and now is now. It's different.